was 7:58 epicenter time of 230,000 knots. Flight 11 departed at 7:58 on September 11, 2001. Revelation 11. March 11, 2011, in 11 languages for cunts. The 04 Boxing Day 9.11 magnitude earthquake and tsunami. Okay. The 04 Christmas card to 9/11's victims' families with 230,000 dead people in it. Is that easier? I tell all my hoes. Did Washington change his birth date at 2/22? Exactly 222 years, the day of your birth, too? Yes, Hillary Clinton. Did George Washington change his birthday? Yes. When did he change his birthday? On mine. What did he change it to? 2/22. When? 222 years to the day of my birth? 2. My two witnesses. How about world leaders with 2016 fiscal earthquake bar tab billions before December? They both resigned from me same day, Jorge. That'd be 12/12. 1212. 12/12. Just look, it's Matteo Renzi of Italy and John Key of Enzi. They both resigned from me same day. With they're world leaders of earthquake damages as well, except for Japan. But Japan, 2016, I hit Japan on the November 22, 2016, June 15, 1896, exactly, earthquake tsunami. Didn't kill anybody, but reported all the papers with the tsunami at my epicenter. You know how many epicenters there are to choose from on a planet? Okay, an epicenter has no width. If I take each person in the world, all 8 billion of them, and I give each one an epicenter and spread them all out all over the world, okay? And I pick one of them and I write his name down 1,000 times. That means you got to resign unless you can verify costliest natural disaster reported. If you can't answer my question whether something cost $340 billion on March 11, 2011, at the now level 7 nuclear disaster site, you can't. I send you 3,000 emails and you're bleach bitting them. We're going to do a 70 times 7 times 70 plus 1. It'd be 490 plus 1 deportation. If I sent you 491 electronic communication attempts about the costliest natural disaster that you couldn't fucking answer, well, you're deported. You can't be an American anymore. You're a very dangerous person. We got a really nice place for you. Now, I did not mean to hunt Hitler's when Hitler's firstborn son resigned for me. I was out hunting torture, and the Hitlers popped up in government. One of them was buying my old lady a used car to leave me pregnant. The other one took over the world again in your lifetime. this time non-violently. Then resigned before you even noticed. Yes, and there's a bunch of them. I guess the whole World War II thing wasn't about Europe, land in Europe. It was about the people. Hitler defected. I know that. Because he's the German Marco Ramius. First clue should have been state-of-the-art Russian anything, right? Much less submarine. And who am I, if not honest? Did George Washington change his birthday to 222, exactly 222 years the day of my birth? Yes. At Maryville, Samaritan. Okay, I was shot in my injuries. Okay, any tweet mentioning 111-year anniversary earthquake of Milton Shide number 333 on September 3, 1899, before the 11,000 earthquakes commenced on the previously unknown fault on my 36th birthday. The third day, 2 in New Zealand, is September 4th, 2010 for 10. Okay, so dial 111 on the 111-year anniversary earthquake on the 111-year anniversary of Milton Shide number 333 on my birthday before they crucified me. Jesus Christ Church, Canterbury. The bald guy. Mine. So this is before the first Christchurch, New Zealand earthquake fatalities, because they wouldn't call it the Christchurch earthquake because I predicted it 300 times. I wrote the 111-year anniversary earthquake before September 3rd, 2010. And in September 3rd, 1899, 111, the 111st and last 111-year anniversary earthquake on the 111-year anniversary of Milton Shide number 333. Now, 333 was September 3rd, 1899 at 3:03 and 27 seconds. Now that's month, or it's year divisible by 3 times 3, month divisible by 3 times 3, day divisible by 3, hour divisible by 3, minute divisible by 3, moment, second divisible by 3 times 3 times 3. And for Christ's sake, it's Milton Shide number 333. And it lasted like 3 times 3 times 3 days. So that's like 27 days it was going off. But it commenced on my birthday in 1899. Now, I'd mentioned this 111-year anniversary earthquake about 333 times, published individually on $12 each websites.coms that I built, and had no purpose for them other than basically doing this before they were expired. So I wrote 111-year anniversary earthquake on all of them. That's when 11,000 earthquakes commenced on the previously unknown fault. And nobody cared. So I said, okay, let's go. 222 on Tuesday. You know whose day? I shook down those 7 churches in Revelation in seconds. Or not. It's impossible. If it happened, then I'm Jesus Christ. If it didn't happen, I still had the Pope resign for me. You understand? This happened on 222. These 7 churches shook down in seconds after they said do it again then. And when? The 11-1. Dial 111 on the 11-1. 111-year anniversary earthquake on 333.coms wasn't enough. So We've got the Great Japan earthquake and biggest ever Japan tsunami hitting the Sanriku coast of the island of Honshu, with 27,000 dirty Japs celebrating Shinto instead of me, Christianity. I mentioned that before they died. Published 1,000 times in 1,000 different versions. That means it can't happen. Do you understand me? I knew it was going to happen, and that means it still can't happen. So that means Godzilla. Now your president won't confirm the costliest. Your Hillary Clinton won't confirm the costliest. Nobody will confirm the costliest earthquake, natural disaster of all time. They won't say March 11, 2011 is a joke that we played on you, okay? Because you got tortured not too long after we played that joke. You can't have a candid camera and just turn the camera off if somebody gets hit by a car. You got to tell them what happened, right? Well, they did not. I was shot in my nipples for trying to photograph my blisters, my injuries. 4 times. The paintball gun, popping my blisters after they burned the shit out of me. 3rd-degree burns over a third of my body that had to be surgically removed or I would die. And I told them no at first, but they wanted to cut off the evidence of their assault on me so bad that I left with the blisters that were targeted in the drive-by with a full auto. So I predicted some earthquakes. I did it online. I predicted them in detail. Nobody believed me. I did it again. Nobody still believed me, so I decided to do the costliest ever in the history of mankind. I did those. Unfortunately, the Bible is as uninteresting as me. But it's all you got. Okay. You can tell people that Russia hasn't used the world's most powerful explosive in hostility for 7 decades. Just don't burn Chris Simpson. That includes calling me incompetent or I'm so mad. I don't know what to do. I have to file a lawsuit again against the lawyers that ripped me off. Well, part of this was days before the November 22nd, 2016 Japan earthquake and tsunami reported at the June 15, 1896 epicenter, March 11, 2011, that I pre-published the quote, June 15, 1896, 1,000 times before. Don't you understand? These are events that I published 1,000 times right before they happen, so they can't be real. Yet they're the most expensive things we've ever incurred. Resisting police is an impossibility from 4 points, a physical impossibility from 4 point. My injuries can only be sustained by a person in 4-point restraints. When I say 4-pointed, hogtied isn't right because if you hogtied a pig, it would break the pig's legs. But basically like a hogtie, but backwards. With 400 pounds of cop on your back. And arms and legs. Because they're behind you. It was embarrassing. Well, it's called Box Cutter Day. You can always just blame it on the birth of Christ again. 2004 Boxing Day 9.11 magnitude earthquake and tsunami with that religiously strategic epicenter off the coast of most Muslim that wasn't described as Christmas Day. At ground zero was 7:58 epicenter time of 230,000 non-Christian fatalities because American Airlines Flight 11 departed at 7:58 on 9/11. A time of our choosing our next president from Indonesia.